welcome to another video on WeMTB, and today I'm talking about my tools and which ones I have and just giving a short review on them. So let's get started. First, the most important thing, the toolbox. So this is my Stanley toolbox. I'll have it linked in the description like everything else in this video. And this is a really nice toolbox. I think it was only like 10 bucks. It has a nice front latch that it has a double lock. It has two things that can open up for parts and little things to store. And don't worry, the toolbox does come with a tray, which is such an important thing to have just because you need to be able to keep track of bolts. Like bolts and stuff. And this is what it consists of. So first thing let's get into is the most simple of all things. And that is the Allen wrenches. So I actually have inches Allen wrenches and metric Allen wrenches. So the metric ones are the ones on, I'm pretty sure you're right probably. So these are the metric ones, these are the inches ones. So most of the time on the bike, these inches ones can completely throw them away. They're useless. But yeah, these metric ones, these are my favorite tool that I have because they're so simple and they're so useful. Like, they're already worn down. These are Bondus ones, of course. I'll have them linked in the description. And yeah. So the next thing I have is very special, and this is totally optional. I would recommend most of this stuff, but this is totally optional. This is I've already done a video actually on this, so I'm not going to go totally in depth. This is my Pro Bike Tool torque wrench. As per usual, the link will be in the description. This thing has been really useful if you're paranoid like I am. So you pull it out, and it's a nice little torque wrench. I have a torque bit on it. It has an extension on it. It works perfectly, but I'm not going to go too in depth on it. I have a whole video on it. I'll put it in the top right corner of the screen, so I'm pretty sure up there. So yeah, click on that. Important thing I have is grease. This is my Park Tool ASC1 anti-seize compound. This isn't really for much besides this can be used on bolts. It's not all-purpose grease. I would recommend getting all-purpose grease in all honesty, but this is really good for threads and bolts and things like that. And it's worked really well. That's what I used in my Chester's video. This is the stuff I used, which is really, really nice. So this isn't as much of a tool as it is something. I guess it is a tool, but this is really, really useful. This is my shock pump. So if you have air suspension, you probably have one of these, or you should have one of these. But what this thing does, this baby does, is, you see there's a pressure gauge right there. There's also the nozzle, which has this is my RockShox one. The nozzle comes out, you can just pump like this, and it works. You can't use a normal pump for suspension. It will literally explode. So let me show you a quick, hack that I know that's really, really useful for a shock pump if you have air suspension. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure your shock pump has a head like mine, looks like a bit like a battering ram, and then you want to straddle your bike like I am. And this is one of the most annoying things on earth. It's to get your air cap off. So what you're going to want to do is take your shock pump and extend it out like this. Stick it onto your air cap, and then make sure it's nicely on. And then you're going to want to basically use this like a battering ram, and you can get your thing off. It's kind of tricky, so I would recommend getting a little bit of practice with it. Oh, there it goes. See? Now I'm screwing it off. And there you go, there's your air cap right off your bike. So yeah. This is not really as much of a tool, but this is my Crank Brothers Mini Click HV hand pump. So there's many kinds of hand pumps. I haven't really used any others. It's a mosquito. I'm gonna kill this thing. Get the heck out of here. Get out. Disgusting. This mini click pump is basically you move this up so you get a nice handle. You flip it upside down, you jam it down into your hand, and the tube comes out. Then the bottom area, which you can twist this around, and once the hole comes out, it clicks in magnetically, and you have your mini hand pump. It uses Presta or Schrader. I feel like this works better than other hand pumps. Like, it puts a lot more air in per pump compared to other ones. I know a lot of people like the Lezyne ones, but this is the one I like. And it's nice and compact. This one I also like because it has a pressure gauge. If you look up real close, there's some numbers there. Those are the markings for the pressure gauge. So I love this. I use it sometimes. I would say unless you're really hardcore riding, I don't really do that. I got this for my birthday because I thought it looked cool, basically. Unless you're really hardcore riding, this is more of a novelty item, I would say, though. So, yeah. And then we got old trusty. We got our normal bike pump. This is just a standard bike pump. It pumps out a lot. This is just, works well. I just like it. I have absolutely zero idea what brand this is from and where we got it. So I'll be providing links in the description to the things I know where I got them from, or where my family got them from. And hopefully, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. I know I forgot to mention this in the video. Please get a multi-tool. I don't have one yet, but please do. It gives you so many things in one. As you can see on the screen, this is a small one. Just get a capable multi-tool.